You know, something I really, 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 really hate is governments and law enforcement. I'm sorry, but sometimes giving them the internet is just the most stupidest thing. Seriously, they think this is okay. Yes, fictional children deserve the same rights as a real life child. It's freaking fiction. It's like, really? While this hurts and kills people. It's just stupid. You know what I found out is that China thinks that Battlefield 4 is a threat to national security. I found that out. And I think I might want to talk about that. What the hell, China? You think a video game is a threat to national security. You are a threat to yourself. Seriously. And it's the same thing about is that I hate the idea that websites need to follow the insanity of law enforcement and government's quest against fiction in any shape or form. At the same time, the real life content hurts and kills people. Yes. Do you like when governments and law enforcement waste their time actually focusing on stuff that doesn't matter? What's this ISIS they speak of? It's not like it's not like they're killing people or destroying civilizations or something like that, and kidnapping people and hostages. Oh, let's go to the biggest threat of all time. Yes, Caesar's Legion from Fallout New Vegas. Oh wait, that's in a nuclear wasteland in the future. No, it's the same idea. It just no. When I think about it, the reason why I like video games is because I can actually escape reality. I can escape the nonsense of law enforcement and governments. It's the same thing about. It's the same thing if they actually were tracking down Franklin, Trevor, and Michael from Grand Theft Auto 5. They're freaking fiction. You're wasting money cracking down on freaking fictional characters. If that ever happens, I think I'm going to actually try to move away from the Earth. Really. Maybe there's a civilization that has a brain. And it's not really that fair. I do hate when websites need to follow the insanity in law enforcement. As I said, China called Battlefield 4 a threat to national security. And there's other things like China abandoned video games and stuff like that. I hate when countries and law enforcement focus their crusade against fiction. Has fiction ever hurt and killed you? No. Has real life has. Like, companies go after piracy. They don't go after freaking fiction. It's just no. And this thing about websites, this one, I think it could be about video game corporations, TV and movies and other things. You don't really have any, freedom. You don't have any freedom. Oh yeah, you have to censor that because it's not like we can, I don't know, put a content filter. Oh yeah, it's not like we can do that. It's just no. Sometimes I think giving governments and law enforcement internet was the worst idea ever because they're basically like Mr. Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents about his quest against fairies. Well, it's their quest against being insane over something that can't hurt and kill you. That's fiction. No. You focus on real crimes, not fake crimes. It's just, no. It's ridiculous and stupid. If, as I said in other videos, if I found out my taxpayers' money is going to law enforcement and governments cracking down on fiction stuff and content, I would say, no, I don't like you. You don't deserve that money, and I could run a better government, a better law enforcement than you. And then I would say, every time I play Planet Inc. and I destroy you both, I'm happy because I get away from you, your annoyance. Yeah. Because I'm sorry, but when I hear governments and law enforcement going after fiction, like Germany and France and Australia going after violent video games and stuff that they don't like, and China thinking Battlefield 4 is a threat to national security and stuff like that, and other things, I'm thinking to myself, just no. Just leave. Just no. You should actually check into an asylum because you're actually insane. Just no. Just go. Just go there, and maybe you actually take your sensible pills. So it's just so annoying, and it really happens. Like I found someone who actually posted fictional artwork. Yeah, and then the German government cracked down on them. Yes, congratulations, Germany. You really solved illegal activity by focusing on the fiction stuff. Oh look, someone nuked Berlin. You didn't stop it because you actually focus on the fiction stuff. It's the same idea. I'm sorry, but it's just, if the governments and law enforcement of the world were more sensible about what is okay, and they know what fiction and real life was, then I would be much happier. Like, here's one thing. You know that infamous Call of Duty mission, Remember No Russia, that was banned in, Russia? Okay, I understand that Russia has a history of bad problems, but if I was a gamer in Russia, I would have not really cared because, it's a video game, and also it's a part of the story. So basically, Russia is just, no. And also, there was a disclaimer. You can skip this at any time, and the game doesn't punch you for any reason. And you don't see the United States complaining about the game because Russia invaded the US or something like that. It's just that some government and law enforcement are like, no, oh my God, this is an act of war. Why would this happen? No. It's just ridiculous. Sometimes I can't believe that China would ever nuke the United States of America in Fallout 4 because I think they're focusing more on their fiction and censorship fiction, because that's what makes a great nation, not about disasters and terrorist attacks. It's all about censoring fiction. Look, there's a meteor strike and your country is destroyed. Oh, someone posted some illegal activity over fiction.